everybody, Gina DeLuca here. All right, today I'm using my little fancy cup that my friend Michael made for me. I will put the link to the design in the description box. So if you know someone with a 3D printer, it's on Thingiverse and they can make that up for you. All right. I have today my rainbow colors. Liquitex Basics in Quinacridone Magenta, Pthalo Blue, Cadmium Yellow Light Hue, Pthalo Green. I have DIoxazine Purple. To all of these colors, I have added just a tiny bit of Titanium White. My reason for doing this, Satchmo's going nuts. My reason for doing this, some of the colors dry very dark. The purple, the green, and the blue dry very dark on their own. By adding just a touch of white, it brightens those colors up a little bit. The orange, the yellow, and the magenta are semi-transparent or transparent, and adding a little bit of white to those boosts the the opaqueness, so that it's not so transparent, and if it winds up on top of a darker color, like the purple, it will maintain its brightness a little more. I didn't add enough to really change the colors, but just a little bit makes a big, big difference. Okay, these paints are mixed. 1 part paint to 2 parts Floetrol, which I put in a little separate bottle, and I put a piece of stocking over the cap. So you can see it strains it as you pour it, so you don't have to strain the whole bottle and go through that whole rigmarole. I have also added a squirt of Liquitex pouring medium to these colors for 2 reasons. It does seem to help the paint dry faster. Floetrol gives you more of a work time. So if you're doing something, you know, like the splash paintings that I'm doing, I could not recommend using Floetrol more because it gives you extra time. But if you want it to dry quickly, Liquitex pouring medium is very good for that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put my paint in my cup. So let's do that. Oh, let me put them in order, shall I? I think I'll do this way. Yeah, that'll work. And I am going to have more paint than I need for this piece. I'm going to make skins with what is left, but I'm just going to put it all in the cup. Oh, the consistency that I have going, it forms a small mound and then it disappears. I did get some very interesting effects the first time I used this cup with these colors. Instead of blending the way that they would in just a regular dirty cup, they layered, like one color went over top of another, which I thought was a very interesting effect because it was like green over the orange, but it didn't make mud, it just maintained those layers. So this time I'm going to try a traveling ring pour or a wandering ring pour. whatever you want to call it. Everybody has their own names for these techniques. Today is actually my birthday, and I had a gig last night that was so much fun. Good crowd. Someone else's birthday, that always makes it fun. We melted many faces. Well, I'm making lots of drips today. Might have been all that tequila I had last night. They were flowing freely. Okay, my cup is full with probably 3 times the amount of paint that I need. And I'm going to do purple as my background because I only have 5 channels in that cup. All right, let's put down a base coat. Okay, let's make a mess, shall we? Definitely more paint than I need. I do want to make sure I'm keeping some of that purple. Okay, I like what's happening here. I don't love the cells that are popping up. Those look to be like air bubble cells. I believe. But I do love the effect that's going on here, how the colors stay separated. The layering, there's some really pretty areas with the green and the orange. Yeah, I'm happy with this piece. That is still a lot of paint. We know that this technique works and it looks good. I think I would probably I want to try this with a different pouring medium, or at least a different recipe, to use maybe more of the Liquitex or maybe golden, the genuine pouring medium, and see if that gives a different effect, because I know that the golden pouring medium has some really cool effects when it comes to that layering look. So I definitely want to try it with that. But I'm going to clean up and I'm going to bring you in for a close-up. Back in a few. Okay, here it is. You can see it is starting to dry. And the wet colors are the same color as the dry colors. That little bit of white really makes a difference. Usually that blue and the purple dry almost black. Well, the purple does anyway. But there it is. These little air bubble cells bother me. Me no likey. But the overall effect, I do like. I think if I were to try this with a different pouring medium, I might get a slightly different effect. So I will try that. But there it is. I hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do check out the description box below for links to my PayPal tip jar if you feel so inclined. Also, the link for my Amazon store is there. The items that you see me using, for the most part, are available in that Amazon store. But anything that you purchase off the entire site of Amazon, I receive a small commission of at no additional cost to you. And also in the description box is the link to my website, GinaDeLuca.net, where you can purchase my art and my music, including my brand new CD, Better Than Chocolate. Also, there's a music video for Better Than Chocolate. You'll want to check that out. And of course, last but not least, join our Facebook group. Go make some art, post your masterpieces, get your inspiration, ask some questions. There you have it. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. Sharing is caring, y'all. All right. That's it for me. I hope you have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.